I felt like in that moment, every bit of
Uh-uh.
training I had done with him was meaningless.
This is Reality Dog Training. Subscribe and click the bell so you never miss an episode. From everything I've seen, Inertia and Chop are ready to meet each other again. And hopefully this time they'll open up a little bit more than they did when they first met each other. Inertia is sensitive, but she is brave enough, and there comes a time to test, and I think now is that time. During times like this, I like to eat some Nom Nom to think about things. Now I know what you're thinking. There's no way they ship Nom Nom to Alaska. You're right about that. Sorry, Alaska. The thing is, Nom Nom is super fresh food, so they have to get it where it's going fast. And apparently dog sledding the product takes a little bit too long. Hopefully someday though. But this stuff is so fresh and so good, it's designed by a veterinary nutritionist. They actually cater it to your specific dog and gently cook the food so it retains so many of its nutrients. Nom Nom is the freshest food that I know of that you can have delivered straight to your door. If you want to try Nom Nom, you can get 50% off a 2-week trial by going to my special link, trynom.com/Zach. I'll have a link below. I'm hoping that today, Inertia and Chop might actually become friends. This is one of the more significant moments in Inertia's life, at least as it relates to interacting with a young, strong, big other dog. He had such an active day yesterday, and he basically woke up after spending 10+ hours asleep. And he still looked pretty tired and pretty subdued. So I'm looking at him and I'm like, this is the mindset I want him in when he interacts with Inertia, not high strung like he was at the park yesterday. And it's worth reminding you, remember, Inertia has demonstrated fearful behavior in the past where she's felt the need to nip at other dogs, and it's fortunately not accelerated, but I want to keep it that way. But Inertia has also come a long way. She's matured tremendously. Her training's been going very well. And so I really think that these two have a very good shot at hitting it off well together. Of all the things that Inertia and I have done together, the trust we've built with one another has probably been one of the things that I'm at least most proud of. I don't want to mess that up, and I don't think I'm going to. At the end of the day, you never know how two dogs are going to interact with one another. There's a lot of variables, and we can't know exactly what's going on in their head. All we can do is do our best to prepare them for these interactions. I've brought my dog Inertia outside, and both dogs seem pretty calm and in a good mood. And I'm feeling pretty good about this, but let's see if this goes as I expect it to.
I just like letting the dogs come out here when I'm doing this type of training and have their dog time together and let them get their fresh air, wake up a little bit.
And there we have it. I mean, let's let this play out for a little bit and see where they go with this. But so far, so good.
There's their first game of chase.
You see a brief moment of cautiousness here from Inertia, and she appears to be communicating to Chop, settle down for a second, and Chop takes that cue from her extremely well, and he backs off for a few seconds.
He's pretty good at chase, I'd say so. And Inertia is gonna be super happy now, because that's her favorite dog game right there. Some dogs like to wrestle, but Inertia loves to play chase. That's her favorite game to play with other dogs.
Chop is behaving extremely well. He's even ignoring Inertia sometimes, which will communicate to her that she doesn't have to worry about him constantly being all over her. Plus, it gives her time to watch him and decide that he's okay on her terms.
For Inertia to be doing so well with such a big dog just makes me as her dad super happy.
Inertia looks like she's really ready to play rough here. She's like, let's go for it. And Chop says, okay, I'll reciprocate. I'll get a little rough too. And he does.
Easy.
But then Inertia says, oh, okay, that's a little too rough. This is brilliant communication between these two very smart dogs. This, so far, is best case scenario. Number one, reciprocal play. They're both doing play bows and neither one is being very overbearing. So far, they really appear to be playing politely. They're testing the waters with one another. And there are moments here where both dogs completely stop playing, they sniff around and chill out for a minute in a way that isn't hyperactive at all. So this is a really good precedent. Sometimes introducing two dogs can be a delicate process. I do talk about this and many other dog training tips in my books. I'll have links below.
All right, looks like his stamina is limited. You like playing chase in very short bits, I can see. All right, there they go. Easy. So I'm watching him to make sure he doesn't get too rough, because Inertia's pretty good at evading. However, he catches up to her, he might put paws on her and she doesn't like that. But so far he seems quite polite.
They're doing so well right now. I'd like to see if we can get them coexisting inside the house too. While inside here, periodically I'm gonna get Chop's attention on me, maybe by snapping my fingers in order to interrupt him from being too rambunctious. Especially when he attempts to put his paws on her, I'm going to discourage that because Inertia needs to have the freedom to create distance from him if she wants to. And if he restrains her, that could make her more fearful and possibly escalate matters. So I really need to be on top of things here. I know she doesn't like the paws, so watch it.
She's so fast.
I know. Inside, things might get a little bumpy if they continue to play rambunctiously like this, and I'd prefer that indoor play be a little bit more subdued than outdoor play with these two because, well, you can only imagine. Okay, go on. So now we'll let them resume if they want to, and if not, that's fine too.
Yeah, and it seems like if we just interrupt them over and over when they do things we prefer they don't do, they learn not to do them. Huh, Inertia? You having fun? You like your new friend?
I'm constantly watching these two, and I'm not just going to make the assumption that, oh, they're best friends and I'll let them do whatever they want now. They still have a lot to learn about interacting with one another. Just because two dogs start off this way and play well together doesn't mean that they're just bound to be best friends forever, though. Remember, rambunctious play can escalate at times, so it's very important that I continue to intervene if things start to get a little too hyperactive. That way, my hope is that both dogs continue to learn what's appropriate behavior over time. And even though today went well, we're not out of the woods here. Chop is still coming out of his shell, so we still have a lot to learn about one another over the coming weeks. You can pick them like flowers, these clumps of hair. Look at that. Sorry, Bree. I have got to brush this dog and give him a bath today. I think it's a reasonable guess to say that he has probably never had a bath, at least a formal bath in the way we're gonna give him today, because he's been homeless his entire life. He's lived outside. I mean, he is a very significant shedder, as we have established. I mean, usually when I brush a dog, I really try to ease them into it, make sure they're not scared of the brush. Maybe they've had a past affiliation with a brush that scares them. Clearly, Chop does not appear, yes, to be scared. So right now, I'm letting him smell it, reacting confidently around the brush. Of course, I don't want him biting it, but I'd rather him be more playful than nervous, of course. I'm gonna come over here, right at the side of his face or under his neck and touch him with it, just because that's where dogs like to be touched by humans initially. When we pet them is under their chin, which can be a little counterintuitive. Sometimes we wanna go above their head or behind them, but that can throw off a lot of dogs. So I'm just kind of tapping him here. I'm gonna tap his shoulder, yes. And then I'm giving him a treat, so just really easing him into it, yes. If you just go in and start brushing them, yes, vigorously, then that can really startle a lot of dogs. See that? He got a little nervous that time, yes. It's okay. Gonna go be a little easier, yes. So far, have done one stroke. There you go. A very light one. Yes. And I'm just giving him his breakfast right now. Oh my God. I've never seen anything like this. Look at that. Good. Oh, sorry, it's hilarious because I'm gonna have to take the hair out
every 3 seconds. It's gonna take forever to brush him going at this rate. Let me see if I can get a few strokes in now. Yes, I got 3 that time. He was a little thrown off, but I think he'll be okay. Let's see. Good man, you're doing great. Yes, 2 that time. For those of you with new dogs in particular, you should probably consider getting a monthly pup box. They send you training supplies every month along with a wealth of information on this extremely detailed training card that's front and back and extra durable, so it's somewhat resistant to untrained dogs. And this is all based on your dog's age. So this, for example, would be the 6-month box. I still think it'll be helpful here, but they also have adult boxes. I love this box though, because they send me my favorite shampoo right here. I'm gonna use this in a sec. One of the tips I got from the training card inside the pup box was you could use a washcloth too to really ease them into it if they're very sensitive. So that would get them used to being touched before they actually have to feel the bristles. I'm gonna go ahead and let him eat out of my hand. While I do this, this is great. This is also a great warm-up for his bath because I might try to do something similar when giving him a bath. Though a lot of dogs lose interest in eating when you give them a bath because they're a little bit stressed about what's going on. Yeah, he certainly did. Yes! Why did I say yes there? He had walked away. I'd prefer he not do that.
I'm really careful to allow Chop to opt out here whenever he wants. I want to keep him as comfortable as possible. By being patient here and going slowly, we're dramatically increasing the odds that he will hopefully continue to feel good about this experience moving forward.
Yes.
And you can see he comes right back too.
Came back automatically, and I said Chop, come, as he was coming, so I could really capture that and put it in context so he understands really what that term means, because he's in the middle of performing that action. And so I'm still trying to be mindful to give him treats here every several strokes just to keep it a fun experience. It's like you were made to live in the Arctic or something. And this is after brushing him for 20 minutes straight. Oh gosh, come here. So how's he with his tail? Good man. Some dogs have sensitive tails. Chop! Yes, that was quite nice. Here, sit. Yes. Good man. Look at me. You ready to take a bath? Okay, come on, let's go.
Just seeing what happened outside, I'm wondering, what is the bath gonna be like? This dog just lost a whole dog's worth of fur. I mean, he basically just exploded before my eyes, but he is still here and he still needs a bath. If you approach it right, giving a dog a bath can be a fantastic way to build trust with them. I guess it's a great way to demonstrate that you are willing to go slowly with them through new and potentially stressful experiences. The idea, especially in the beginning, is to guide them through this experience nice and easy so that they'll learn, even if they're a little stressed, that you've got their back. And once you start building trust like that, it can start to translate in other areas of your relationship with a dog. At least that's what I found.
Thanks. You're a heavy man. Yes, good man. I think it's really important to go slowly when we're introducing a dog to the bath process. Yes. Doing really well here. And so you can see how the water is making contact with his feet right now. He's aware of it, but he's doing really well. So now we're gonna go to this. I'm pointing it away from him, notice, yes. Let me turn it off, that would probably be better. We'll turn it off like this. Hey, what's this? And you can see there's a little bit still coming out there, but he's doing really well, see?
If this is indeed his first bath, I want to go out of my way to make this as good of an experience as I possibly can, while still making sure that he gets clean. And naturally, a lot of dogs can be sensitive to getting a bath. It's kind of like going to the dentist for dogs.
We'll go to one of the softer sprays here. That's a nice temperature. Oh, you're gonna like this. It's okay. Yes. See that? Just a quick little sprinkle here. Yes. I think I've forgotten to take his collar off. Good man. Look at him. Yes. He's a little like weirded out by the water. So I'm gonna do short bursts, build some trust with him here. Yes. Good boy.
I wouldn't be surprised if this was his first bath ever in life. Look at this, he's great. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's quite convenient. Look at that. Gosh, he's a big dog. Look at this. He's making it easy for me here. Get under him.
Yeah, get all those bits.
Yeah. I mean, he's as tall as me. Look at this.
Kind of is.
Good boy. Hey, yes. You want some treats? He's still taking treats too, so, you know, that's a sign that he's not too stressed. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and soap him up now. Good man, he's being so good. He's being so brave right now. Oh, you already smell so much better. Let's take a measure of his stress level. Okay, still taking treats. Again, we correlate that with not too stressed. Dogs that are really nervous won't take treats. Pupbox sent us this awesome toy right here. And you could put peanut butter on the inside of something like this to keep their attention. We're gonna let him dry out when we're done on the deck. He's gonna love that. With the dry air out here in Alaska, he'll be dry in no time, I think. Look at how good he is with his feet. Look at the size of these feet. It's like washing an SUV. One of the best first baths ever, honestly. Baths can be such a stressful time for a dog, and just by going slowly like we did in this lesson, you're much more likely to have a smoother experience. You did a good job in that bath. I'm gonna try and dry him off a little bit before he shakes off all over the place, because we don't have flood insurance on this house. Okay. Gonna shake off. Shake off. All right, I think he's good to go on the deck.
Well, come on. You want another now? Comfy, buddy? Seems pretty happy out there.
He's been doing so well out there. Well, contrary to the bright sun, it is 9:15 at night right now. I think it's time to go to bed. I've got lots of things planned for tomorrow, so it should be pretty fun. What do you think, Chop? Are you ready to go to bed? If he gets through the night without waking up, I'm going to be very pleased. But if he decides he needs a potty break in the middle of the night, then that's okay too. I want to get some one-on-one time with Inertia. Plus, I also want to give Chop some experience of seeing me work with another dog while he's in that calmer state of mind. His social skills around other dogs still need some work. And we found this great hack where Chop can chill out outside and get some fresh air while I play with Inertia. So far, he hasn't made any efforts to explore or jump up on the railing, and he seems really content out here. Like he could just take a nap out here for hours. But I'm still gonna stay right here in this room and keep an eye on him at all times. Controlling the environment like this is one of the most important things you can do. Just make sure there are no flaws in your controlling the environment plans. This is Reality Dog Trading. Subscribe and click the bell. Get 50% off a 2-week trial of NomNom at trynom.com/Zach, and get 50% off your first pup box when you sign up for a multi-month subscription by going to pupbox.com/Zach and using discount code Zach. Follow us on TikTok and Instagram and get both of my books. I'll have links in the description below. We'll see you guys next time.